everyone, welcome back to the Colonial Broadcast with Lexi and Lily.
So far, the Americans are losing.
The Americans lost a huge battle in New York. They still believe that they will be able to prevail. Today we are going to be interviewing 3 people from 3 different sides of the story.
First, we are interviewing George Washington, the commander of the Continental Army. Next, we are interviewing Karl Wagner, a Hessian that almost escaped capture. After that, we have a widow of a patriot that fought in the war and was killed in an early battle.
Now to Joel with George Washington.
Thank you, Lexi and Lily. General Washington, how did you lead your men into victory?
We crossed the Delaware River and we snuck in without the Hessians knowing, and we captured almost all of them.
That's pretty cool. How many men did you lose?
We only had 1 casualty of war, but many were wounded and others died of the cold.
That's pretty cool. Back to you, Lexi and Lily.
Wow, that was very interesting.
Now to the weather with Johnny.
This week it's going to be pretty cold for the colonies. On Sunday we have 35 degrees, partly cloudy, and then on Monday 36 degrees and cloudy, and then on Tuesday we have a little warmer, 42 degrees, and it's sunny, and then Wednesday it warms up even a little bit more to 43 degrees, all sunny. But on Thursday, Christmas Day, we have 32 degrees and white Christmas, possibly, maybe. On Friday we have rain and it's gonna be 30 degrees, but it might be really icy, so don't slip, kids, don't fall, because if you fall your parents will have to pay, and it's just, okay. Anyway. On Saturday it's gonna be 35 degrees and partly cloudy, and it's gonna be a good Christmas. Hope you guys have a good Christmas week, and God bless.
Now we have Karl Wagner.
He's a Hessian that almost escaped the battle.
We convinced him to speak to us about his experience in the battle.
Let's go see what he has to say.
How did you get captured, Carl?
They came across the Delaware and snuck in without us knowing while we were drunk. I almost escaped, but I didn't make it.
Carl, how did you almost escape?
I entered the door when someone wanted to see the colonel, and I accepted a note and read it. It said the Patriots were going to attack that night. I tried to tell the colonel, but he wouldn't listen, so I started to leave when they caught me and the rest of the Hessians by surprise.
That's awesome. Back to you.
Wow, that's an amazing story. Next up is Eleanor Evans.
She is going to tell us what it is like to have your husband in the war and explain how Mr. Evans died.
Miss Evans, how long was your husband in the war and how did he die?
My husband was in the war for about a year now. He was sick for about 3 months before he died. They were low on food and had to do something to help the other soldiers that they could still fight, so they got very little food. He died while the other soldiers were still fighting one day.
That's horrible. What was it like to have your husband fighting in a war?
It was harder to get the food that we needed, so we relied more on the farm. When we started to help with the soldiers that were wounded near us, I started to get paid a little bit more and got food at work. I was able to buy more food and bring it home for my family.
Thank you for telling your story today, Miss Evans.
You're welcome. They're super cool stories. Can't wait for more in the future.
Thank you to everyone that came to talk today.